Hello everyone, this is Mr. Santoro, your math teacher. Welcome to the first screencast for the first lesson of the new school year. Everyone should have in front of you the worksheet that I gave out in class. If you don't have it, pause the video, go get it. If you forgot to bring it home, go to my webpage and print it, then come back and restart the video. So we'll be looking today at functions. In order to do that, let's get some vocabulary out of the way first. If you see here, there's a printed in red the word relation. On your worksheet, it's a blank space. So what I have in red are the notes that you should be taking. So a relation is a correspondence between two sets, any set of ordered pairs. For example, x comma y. That's the most common set of ordered pairs that we deal with. So in relations and functions, we have a domain, and the domain is the set of all the x values or inputs. It's also known as the independent variable. The range is the set of all y values or outputs, also known as the dependent variable. So a function is a special case relation. It's a relation in which each element of the domain is paired with exactly one element in the range. So for every x value, there is only one y value. So when we're given a graph of a function, it has to pass the vertical line test. Now a one-to-one function is a function in which every element of the range is paired with exactly one element in the domain. So when we're given a graph of a one-to-one function, not only does it have to pass a vertical line test, it has to pass a horizontal line test. So let's do a few examples. We want to state the domain and range of this relation, then state whether the relation is a function or not. So we're given the relation, the set of ordered pairs 4, 4, 4, 5, and 6, 4. The x values are your domain. So if we look at our domain, our x values are 4, 4, and 6, but we don't repeat any when we list them. So the domain is simply 4 and 6. And the same thing with the range. The elements of the range are 4, 5, and 4, but we don't repeat. So the elements in the range are just simply 4 and 5. Then we get to the question, is this relation a function? The answer is no, because we have two repeating x values. X appears twice in this list of ordered pairs. Since that's the case, this relation is not a function. Evaluating functions. When we evaluate a function at a particular value, we're looking to find the y-coordinate since we're given the x-coordinate. So if we look at this example, if we were to evaluate f of negative 6 in the function f of x equals x squared minus 3x plus 10, everywhere in this function where the x appears, you need to put the negative 6. And because the 6 is negative, you need to put it in parentheses. So the first step would be this. F of negative 6 equals negative 6 in parentheses squared minus 3 times negative 6 plus 10. So when we take negative 6 and multiply by itself, we get a positive 36. Negative 3 times negative 6 is 18 plus 10. So when we combine all those terms, f of negative 6 is 64. So this is telling us that when x is negative 6, y is 64. There are times where we need to evaluate a function for a value that is not a number, but it's an algebraic expression. We do the same thing. So if we were to evaluate f of c plus 3 in the function f of x equals x squared plus 5, the c plus 3 goes where the x is. So the first step would look like this. You take the c plus 3, substitute it for x, make sure there's parentheses around it, and then the plus 5 sits outside. So the concept of squaring something is multiply by itself. So you need to multiply c plus 3 times c plus 3, and when you combine the like terms, you get c squared plus 6c plus 9. And then don't forget to drag that 5 along. So when you clean this up, f of c plus 3 is c squared plus 6c plus 14. Well, that's the end of the first screencast of the first lesson of the school year. I'll see everybody in class tomorrow. we'll be spending time doing some practice problems regarding functions. If you have questions on today's screencast, please bring them tomorrow. We'll address them in the very beginning of the class. See everyone tomorrow.